Dragonflies, welcome back to another video. This is another video from Stephen D. This is the mother who faked her dog's illness. The D. Blanchard and Gypsy Rose case story animated. And this is real. Yeah, it's a lot of things. I just want to know, like, what you do, mother? What, you trying to get some money? Trying to get some sympathy from people? Like, what you want? What you want? And this is a Halloween season, so nothing but majority of scary stuff. So this is Mother Who Faked Her Dog's Illness. So get your snacks, relax, and if you're new, welcome, like, comment, subscribe. If I have not said that yet, and get your snacks, and let's do it.
When Gypsy Rose was just a child, she had many different illnesses, ranging from muscular dystrophy, leukemia, seizures, vision/hearing loss, and the list goes on. Thankfully, her mother Dee was always there for her. The mother and daughter were beloved by their community. Even Habitat for Humanity built a house for them to aid with Gypsy's needs.
Oh, that's cool.
For years, she would be on treatment, undergo surgeries, and be on medication, even sleeping with a breathing machine to help with her sleep apnea. But something strange was going on that nobody was aware of. You see, Gypsy Rose was always in a wheelchair despite being able to walk. And ever since she was a kid, she was fed through a tube, but never actually needed one. The person with the illness was never Gypsy Rose.
It was the mother.
It was her mother, Dee, who made up all these disorders and lied to her own daughter her entire life.
But hold on, wait a minute. How were the doctors to give her treatment of something she never had, or like how did that get her body? Like, did the mother do something? Like,
it started when she was an infant, spending time in a neonatal intensive care unit. At 8 years old, she fell off her grandfather's motorcycle and injured her knee.
Okay.
Although it was nothing serious, Dee forced her to stay in a wheelchair so it wouldn't get worse. It wasn't until they moved to Missouri that neurologist Dr. Flasterstein realized that she doesn't have muscular dystrophy, and he suspected Gypsy Rose was the victim of Munchausen syndrome by proxy. Her mother was making up everything and put her own daughter through so much pain when she was actually healthy. Her teeth were rotting from the anti-seizure medication, and when he confronted her about past medical records, Dee said all the documents were destroyed alongside their old home during Hurricane Katrina.
I mean, how can the previous doctor not see
Dee made
this?
a mental note not to see Dr. Flasterstein anymore, and unfortunately, the neurologist didn't pursue this case further. Fast forward a couple years, Gypsy Rose, now 19, had been suspecting for a while that she never had any diseases and needed someone to save her. She would sneak out and ask the neighbor for help to bring her to the hospital, but Dee would always intercept and convince them that her daughter had brain damage and didn't know what she was talking about. Without hesitation, people believed the mother, and Gypsy Rose found it impossible for anyone to listen. It got worse when one day she escaped to meet a guy at a sci-fi convention she had been chatting with online, and Dee caught them together in a hotel room. Enraged, she smashed her computer, threatening her daughter that she will use the hammer on her fingers if she ever tried to escape again. For the next 2 weeks, Gypsy Rose was chained to her bed. Her fear of Dee was at its peak, and she became desperate. During the night when her mother fell asleep, Gypsy Rose would go online to a dating website, and that is when she met Nicholas Goldjohn. He was a 23-year-old with multiple personalities and had a criminal record for indecent exposure. Her relationship with Nicholas grew quickly, and for over a year, they would message each other secretly on Facebook.
Is that what you're going through?
Soon after, Gypsy Rose told him about the possibility of killing her mother and asked if he would help. In her mind, This was the only way to be free. Nicholas agreed, and he clearly wanted a future with Gypsy Rose and was willing to carry out that plan. It was June 2015. Nicholas came from Wisconsin to her house that night. They met at the door, and Gypsy Rose handed him a knife, duct tape, and gloves. Still asleep, he crept up to her bed, and it happened. Dee screamed her daughter's name as she was being stabbed in the back. Gypsy Rose hid in the bathroom and covered her ears until it was all over. Dee Blanchard was dead. They took about $4,000 that her mother had stashed away, and the two left the house in the middle of the night, believing they got away with their crime. Friends of Dee had become worried when her Facebook account posted this message shown on their news feeds. The police obtained a search warrant and found Dee's body inside along with the wheelchairs, but Gypsy Rose was missing. A neighbor of theirs knew she had a secret Facebook account, and the police were able to get Facebook to trace the IP address and found them in Wisconsin, where they surrendered and was arrested. The media covered the Dee and Gypsy Rose story and the truth about her faking her daughter's illnesses. And they also found out that Dee had been collecting thousands of dollars from foundations and disability checks from the government all these years. The two went on trial, and the jury had decided their fate. Gypsy Rose Blanchard accepted a plea bargain and was sentenced to 10 years in jail. And Nicholas Goldjohn, who committed this act, was sentenced to life in prison.
He's fantastic. This is so sad. A mother that's psychotic, faking all these illness just to get a check, just to do this, do that. Then you're just be trying to help herself. Nothing's working. Her mother's doing all these things, and finally she just snapped and just I want her dead. Being someone online. I know what you're going through, and you're so desperate right now, but talking to some stranger who is psychotic, got all these records, and just setting a plan to kill your own mother. It should have been another way around it. I know what your mother is doing, but scamming these doctors, it should have been another way to do that, because now she's still owning your life, because now you're in jail because what she did. It should have been another way. Sad and pathetic, but it's sad mostly. So tell me guys what you think about the mother who faked her daughter's illness, which was a true story, as you can see. And like, comment, subscribe. Have the most awesome, positive day, you guys. And until next time, stay blessed, stay grateful. It's your life. Do what you want. Do it gracefully and with positivity. Peace.